Let's start with the latest, the news that the commissioner has been summoned to appear in court. Kindly confirm and clarify for what.
Okay, so the National Commissioner was served this afternoon with a notice to appear in court on the Medicare 24 tender. General Fanny Masemola remains fully committed to upholding the rule of law and the integrity of the office he serves. He has taken note of the charges brought against him, and he has pledged his full cooperation with all lawful processes. He welcomes any investigation or due process that seeks to address any wrongdoing, as this is the right and necessary course to safeguard public trust in our institution. It is essential that all matters are then handled transparently and fairly, and he has full confidence that the legal process will allow the truth to emerge. So I can confirm that he will be appearing on the 21st of April in court.
The National Police Commissioner, General Fanny Masemola, is reportedly facing imminent criminal charges as the widening probe engulfs the upper ranks of the South African Police Service. According to sources close to the investigation, Masemola was served with a warrant on Wednesday compelling his appearance in court on April 21. The development marks a dramatic escalation in a high-stakes investigation linked to a controversial 360 million rand SAPS Help Service tender. At the center of the scandal is businessman Vusimuzi Matlala, whose company allegedly secured the lucrative contract under questionable circumstances. The tender, awarded to Medicare 24 Tshwane, is now the focus of an extensive probe into alleged procurement irregularities and systematic failures within the SAPS police. The investigating Directorate Against Corruption has already moved decisively, arresting 12 police officers believed to be connected to the deal. Among those detained are senior SAPS officials, including Brigadier Rachel Majeng, General Temba, Brigadier Kisti Jonker, and Brigadier Offense Tloale. They face a raft of serious charges, including fraud, money laundering, and violations of public finance legislation. In a related development, former senior officer Brigadier Pichuna Linono has also been arrested. Her resignation, submitted just weeks before the tender was awarded, has raised red flags among investigators, who are now scrutinizing whether it was strategically timed to evade accountability. What began as a procurement inquiry has rapidly evolved into a sweeping corruption crackdown, threatening to expose deep-rooted networks of influence within SAPS leadership. Authorities have indicated that further arrests are likely to intensify. If the allegations are proven, the case could rank among the most consequential corruption scandals to hit South Africa's law enforcement establishment in recent years, raising urgent questions about governance, oversight, and integrity at the highest levels of policing. Meanwhile, the Pretoria Magistrates Court has granted bail to all 12 officers implicated in the awarding of a 360 million rand SAPS held tender. Their bail amounts range between 40,000 rand and 80,000 rand. The officers, including Vusimuzi Matlala, the director of Medicare 24, appeared in court on Wednesday. They faced serious allegations ranging from fraud and laundering to violations of Finance Act. Matlala was the only person who didn't receive bail, as he is an awaiting trial prisoner in other matters. The officers were arrested during a raid on Tuesday evening for allegedly assisting an alleged cartel leader Vusimuzi Matlala in securing an irregular tender from SAPS. The officers will be back in court on Monday 13, and Matlala will appear on April 7. It all started on the 6th of July last year, when the top cop of KwaZulu-Natal, Provincial Commissioner Lieutenant General Nhlanhla made explosive allegations when he was combat ready and willing to die for the police badge, making serious allegations against the suspended Police Minister Senzo Mchunu and Deputy National Commissioner Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya. Mkhwanazi stated that he would be opening a case against Senzo Mchunu for alleged interference in policing matters. He said this extended to the minister's hand and influence in the closure of a task team, unit investigation, political killings task team. He also said links between an associate of the minister and the alleged criminal underworld had been made through cell phone analysis. Mkhwanazi also defended his boss, Police Commissioner Fanny Masemola, and senior officers that were arrested in terms of crime intelligence racket bust. He proclaimed his boss was the police commissioner, no one else, and that the police minister had no rights, no power to close down policing units. He also claimed that there was a ploy to remove Masemola in order to destabilize the police. Mkhwanazi made damning and alarming revelations, accusing Mchunu of interfering in policing operations and of shutting down the political killings task team unit, just as it was uncovering links between a powerful drug cartel and high-ranking politicians, police officers, and prosecutors. He also said Mchunu had organized a private meeting between himself, Sibiya, and Mkhwanazi, where he attempted to clear the bad blood between them. Mkhwanazi remarked that there can never be peace between a criminal and policeman, labeling the National Crimes Detection boss, Sibiya, as a criminal. And so we are on combat mode. I'm talking on the criminals directly. I'm a police officer who understood the task at hand when I joined the service. I choose the combating side of policing. I understand that at this present moment, the war we are facing deals with high-level senior officers. Mkhwanazi dressed in his special task force combat uniform and surrounded by other armed officers from the STF and TRT units, said that 121 case dockets were unexpectedly removed from the task team in March and subsequently shelved at the police head office in Pretoria. According to Mkhwanazi, this action was reportedly taken under the directive of Sibiya, who alleged to have acted on the orders of Mchunu, and so this was done without the authority of the National Commissioner, nor as I, Provincial Commissioner, was ever informed. 5 of these dockets had instructions to arrest perpetrators, but nothing has been done. They are sitting on an archive in his office in Pretoria. God knows why.
It's leading to this and it's continuing to something else. So someone had to do something about it, because otherwise, yes, there's some very talkative experts out there who will say the police job is to not to politics. I'm not a politician. I've never signed, I've never joined a member of a political party. It's never been my dream to be a politician. Mine is a police officer. I'm a civil servant. And I'm charged with the responsibility to enforce the law.
Yes, Minister Bheki Cele, he told us he's got a lot of admiration, he's got high admiration for you. He said, you're a very good cop.
Yeah, well, it's good because the minister, it's good because then the general will know that if there's a law broken, even if he breaks the law, I'll arrest him as well.
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.